you can't love yourself, it's walking, let's go, huh? If you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. If you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. If you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. If you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy JJ Loves a Teach again, coming to you with another episode of Teaching Styles. Yo, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I got a dope artist coming through to share some things with us, man. Um, I apologize if I sound a little off. My sinus is messing up. I've been sick all week. But we gonna get into the session, man. This dude that's coming to you, man, definitely brings the vibes. Dope, creative. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Quay, the lyricist.
What up, y'all? What up?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm here. Can't complain. Can't
That's what's
complain.
up. That's what's up, man. Yo, tell them a little bit about yourself, bro.
All right, well, I go by the name of Quay the Lyricist. QUAY, would you try the lyricist? I've battle rapped. I um I make beats. I pretty much do everything. I record myself. I do videography now. I'm just a jack of all trades. That's pretty much what I do. I've curated a couple things. I've helped people, establish their lyrical abilities and all that stuff. And so I'm just one of those guys who I'm just all over the place. But everybody fuck with me.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. What? How long have you been writing, bro?
Technically, not even technically. I wrote my first rap when I was 10 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and it just kept going since then. Like I couldn't stop. My majority of my family were and they love music too. You know what I'm saying? My uncles were rappers. So as a young age, I used to be in places where I shouldn't be, or they was with their homeboys in my grandma's house, and I just be there listening to them, and they just sitting there rap to Wu Tang beats and stuff like that, and then it just stuck with me.
That's what's up. And when did you start taking it seriously?
I took it serious when I was, I'd say, I'd say 13, but like even like serious was when I was 15. That's when I started battling in the lunchrooms and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
like going out there to make sure. Because 13, I was still like it was still within me. Like I never really expressed it to everybody that I was a rapper. Like only a few people knew. But 15, going into high school, I was coming to everybody like, nah, oh this dude better than me. Nah, let me see. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely 15 was the height of it all.
Okay. Okay. And so you said that you do battle rap,
Yes.
and so I noticed, and so like for someone like me, who's a fan of battle rap, can you? So I know what you're talking about, but can you explain like that on a layman's term to someone, let's say like those people who might not be super all the way involved in that culture? What is
Okay.
battle rap?
Battle rap is pretty much the most aggressive exchange of words that you can use as leverage against an opponent that is trying to do pretty much the same thing. Y'all both are testing who has the better pen, who has the better freestyles, who has the better thought process, all of that stuff, and you just go at each other with lyrical ability, see who's the best, and whoever wins the most rounds, because normally it's 3 rounds of battle rap. Whoever does that, who has the most out of like 2 out of 3, they win the battle pretty much. Or if it could be a one v one, if that one person does just better than the other person, then that one person won that battle pretty
So
much.
one round versus another round.
Yeah, one
Gotcha.
round versus yep.
Is there a time limit set for those rounds?
Normally for 3 rounds a piece, it's normally like a 2 minute and 30 um, 2 minute and 30 length of time. But sometimes you can go to places where they say 2:30 and you can go over 30. You get an extra 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
The 1 minute rounds are normally like 4.5 to 5 minutes long, so you got to have like a whole 4 minute long round, and yeah, you got to rehearse all of that so that you can be prepared and all that stuff. So
Got you. What would you say? What would you say has been your biggest moment in battle rap then in the time that you've been doing it?
my biggest moment, and a lot of people already know, is when I entered the Mortal Kombat pit fight competition for the Crown of Baltimore. That was the biggest like thing that I did. I was actually on my way out the door because I was like, man, I can't keep up with battle rap right now because there was a lot of like personal life stuff going on, and they just need like I always was like the saving grace for them sometimes for the pit fight battle league. Like when they needed an extra person, they'd be like, you want to if I'm not battling, they'd be like, you want to just do this, and I'm like, all right, I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? But that was the height of it, and I literally got to the championship round, and that's when I lost. But I honestly, to this day, I won that round. But that's battle rap politics for you.
Yeah, that's usually how that goes, huh?
Yeah,
It's definitely very subjective and not objective.
yeah. But it was
But I
just too,
mean,
so I
but
can't get too
it's
mad.
it's same thing with spoken word though, right? So like we do with slam, and slam is similar in the sense where the usually the victor is chosen from a very subjective standpoint. And so when it comes to writing and being competitive writing, for sure, whether that's on paper, auditory, when you talk about spoken word, slam, when you talk about uh, battle rap, the reason why I wanted you to talk about that is because to show people that it's very subjective in nature because you have judges and you don't know what the judges like. You know, some judges, I've been on stages where I had judges who like a lot of Christian poems. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get my Christian bag.
Right.
Hopefully I ain't went up yet. You know what I'm saying? And I caught what the judges like before I went up.
Yeah.
I got to change my bag a little bit. Some people not Christian, so you do those Christian poems and they don't do well in that room. And it's like it's not that it's a bad poem or it's a bad rap or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's just the judge at the time, they not feeling that, and that's okay for them not to feel. You know what I'm saying? And so
That makes me want to raise a question, just for you, for
okay,
because I never knew it was that like I knew it was that because I've been around the slams too. I've done poetry and stuff like
yeah,
that.
sure.
Well, written poetry. So has there ever been a moment where somebody, like you said, it's a Christian judge, but you got those, you got the female and the male, mostly females, that come in there with the my coochie is mystical and he enters in with his shaft
Yeah,
up.
I
So
mean, so you got, so you talking about erotica
yeah, like
poetry.
do they?
Yeah, so I mean, like I said again, depending on the judge,
Might
those
like it.
poems might do well
Yeah.
on certain rounds in Liverpool. But I mean, like, it did, like, but like a lot of times they don't do well. I mean, especially because when you're talking about slam poetry, and I don't want to speak for all of slam. In my experience, I was start there. That's my disclaimer. In my
Allegedly.
experience, a lot of slams have always worked well for personal narrative poems. 100%, 100% personal narrative poems. But uh, in the slams that I've been in, there's definitely a leniency with judging towards trauma poems, trauma pieces, or pro-black pieces.
Gotcha.
Uh, and so like there's been spaces provided for a slam that is an erotica slam, and they have an erotica slam, or they have a haiku slam, or they have, because haiku poems are just 17 syllables. So
Right.
like you're not winning a slam with a haiku poem.
Right. Right.
But it's like my I don't want to do a haiku poem, but like just saying like it's 17 syllables. It's not.
Right.
It's a short poem. It's probably like 10 seconds. So you're not really winning a slam with that. But they have slams dedicated just for haiku. They have slams that they shout out to this regional slam called Southern Fried Poetry. Southern Fried, they host their yearly slams, and in the middle of the festival, they have erotica slams, they have haiku slams, they also have a nerd slam, and you get to slam nerd poems because
That's cool.
while some nerd poems can do well in regular slams, like this is the space for you to get off your nerd stuff. And you
Right.
can talk your nerd stuff,
That's tight.
and nerd encompasses so much, bro. I remember 2021, I was the runner up for the nerd slam at Southern Friday. I lost to a poem that literally was talking about. Shout out to Jamie Dawson in Tampa. She did a poem about her admiration for nature, but she was going in and out of Spanish and English in the poem, bro.
Oh,
And
that's
it was
funny.
like it was crazy, bro. It was crazy, and I was like, dog, that's crazy. And then I did Injustice League, and that was actually I wrote Injustice League 30 minutes before that slam,
That's funny.
and made it to the final stage. But like, yeah, bro, like nerds involved so much, bro. Like somebody could have pulled out a Star Wars poem or an anime poem, and it's
Yeah.
like how do you really compare that to? Well, really just comparing pants for real. You compare the storytelling,
I ain't know it
but
went that deep. That's fire.
yeah, because like I said again, it's just not those type of spaces. Like I said, from my experience, the poems that really win are the personal narrative joints, and they have to have. I mean, they don't have to, but usually they have some type of either trauma or pro blackness to them, or something that's current event ish. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
I've seen people, talk about ICE and stuff like that. I mean, they not seen them, but I mean, if somebody brought up the Minnesota thing that just happened recently, like that is probably a little bit more relevant
Yeah.
to a
Yeah.
judge who's thinking current event wise. Like, dog, that just happened. Like,
Yeah.
how was they able to
That's the
write
same with
something on
battle
that?
rap. That's the same with battle rap because they like if you could like freestyle something like especially like that happen like say I'm on the card and I'm like the third battle that's supposed to start or the
Uh,
fourth battle. I just watched three other battlers and they said a bunch of stuff so I can take something from there and just
yeah,
freestyle
it
it
now it looks
and
like
do
it was
something.
creative. Yeah,
Right. So it's stuff like that.
absolutely. Absolutely, bro. And like so that's really what it is. So like the erotica poems, they do well in open mics for sure. Because that's what people come there for. Like you gotta think about the space you're in too. Like a lot of that comes with the territory. Like understanding the space you're in,
Yeah.
understanding, what the purpose is for what you're doing. So like if the space is an open mic, usually that's people coming to enjoy themselves, have some fun. Usually it's a date, like you know what I'm saying. They ain't trying to hear that power to the people. You
Right.
know what I'm saying. I want some chill, relax. I ain't trying to hear the trauma stuff, like whatever. Like this is what happened to me when I was a kid, or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's like you
I
know
stayed home and watched the rom com for that or something.
yeah, yeah. Well, but I mean, like, it's just a space, right? Like, so if it's a
Yeah.
slam, it's a poetry competition, then I know,
They
like,
want to hear it.
some of they might come with their best work, and sometimes their best work might be a little vulnerable,
Yeah.
or sometimes their best work might be a little power to the people. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Yeah.
It might not be the, my coochie dripping. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so it's their best pieces. So.
Got
And we talking about writing, and we were just talking about this on the last episode with shout out to Black Chakra about like love poems and erotica poems.
you.
I put erotica as a subcategory of love poems, and love poetry is the most frequently it's the biggest form of literature in the whole world. There's more love poems than there are fiction sci-fi. There's more love poems than there are action movies or action genre. There's
Yeah.
more love poems than there are comic book stories and superhero stories. It's because everybody can do a love poem, bro. Like
Right.
love poems just it's people been doing love poems since the Greeks and
Right.
the Egyptians,
Nah, for
bro.
real.
Like it's just it's been out there. So like
Yeah.
it's not to want to do love poetry comes with the type of creativeness that to do it well comes with the type of I gotta be very unique and creative that nobody's ever heard this before because it's so big. So
Yeah.
and so that kind of challenges people to kind of either step out of that box and do something different than writing a love poem or an erotica poem,
Right.
or like can I write that erotica poem that's gonna be different
Right.
than what all these other shorties and these other dudes are saying, whatever.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
uh let's get back to battle rap though. What are your three biggest moments? And they can include you or they can be about any battle rap in history. What are
Um.
three of your biggest moments and you can just name three, bro, or like and just talk about the significance. I don't want you to think too hard about, we not gonna judge you.
It's
Yeah.
cool. It's cool. Cool.
But
Cool.
what are three big moments from battle rap that like if you're talking to somebody, let's say like this is somebody's first time being exposed to battle rap, like these are like three not must see because anybody can think of must see. Like they probably show up on like if I click battle rap on Google, the must see probably show up first.
Yeah.
But like three that you like, these are quality. You should watch these.
Um. For sure, everybody. I feel like everybody tells people to watch Loaded Lux versus Calico.
Mm.
That's like a classic. That's the your father wasn't you wasn't out in the streets. Your father was the street nigga. That whole bringing the casket to the battle. He had the suit and you gonna get this work is that one. So if you ever heard or seen that clip, you gonna get this work. That's that battle. That's like a automatic classic for people. Um, I feel like uh, it's kind of up in the air, but twerk versus dang, because there's a lot of twerk ones, but twerk versus sick, real sick, ridiculous. That because both of them from Jersey, and
Uh-huh.
both of them approach battle rap in different ways, but they both use like haikus and triple on son. Like they do everything. Like so they gonna make you think, but they gonna be entertaining at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So that one is one, and then um, I'd say just for shits and giggles, me versus DK. That was the championship battle that I had in pit fight. So Quay the Lyricist versus DK. That was like my top battle, and it still is to this day, I believe, if not second at this time. But yeah,
Okay. Is that available online though? Can
yeah,
people
you can go
find?
on YouTube and find every last one of those battles I just named. Every
Got
last
you.
one.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna interject and say, well, I'll just say one. I think because I mean, like, I feel like there's a lot of battles that, like I said, get they shine right. Like
Yeah,
you could talk about the Hitman Holla versus Cassidy,
yeah.
or the Charlie Clips versus Charlie Clips versus
I
anybody.
should have said I should have said Geechee Gotti versus Easy the Block Captain. That
Oh
one,
yeah, 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 yeah. That
that
was a good
one,
one.
yeah,
Yeah. I think that and then you got a lot with quotables too, like
yeah,
the hey yo, that's how you talk to your son, or
yeah,
the like it's a lot of ones with the quotables. I
yeah.
think for me, what I would say is a classic for me, and maybe it's because I'm from Michigan, but Ill Will versus A Ward, bro. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
if anybody saw
bro,
that one. That
look,
was back
look.
in 20,
I can't I
2020,
can't
2021.
put ill will in nobody. Like I put when I think of ill will, I think of like the legends, like daylight, like because they do stuff that nobody does, but they still manage to kick ass. Like like
Yeah.
his thought
Well,
process is
I
ridiculous.
I get I get that battle to A Ward edge it out, but it was tough. It was hard,
Yeah,
bro. I had to go like line by line because that's how
yeah,
tough it was. And like Ill Will was like, all right, bro. I heard that you do the rebuttals, but I'm bringing them too.
yeah, yeah. He was. It was.
So
It was back and forth. That was definitely a good one. That was definitely a good one. I don't even think I could judge that one. I couldn't. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it again because It was
Yeah.
because I like A Ward. I like A Ward. You know what I'm saying? He the best. I used to say Loso was the best. No, I'm
Oh,
sorry. I
out of
used to
the
say Saga really is the best one. He still is.
you
I
talking
ain't gonna.
about out of the four horsemen?
Yeah, the Christian battle
I
rap.
mean, out of the four horsemen, it's a word, bro. It's easy. It's
It's
easy.
him
I
now
mean,
because he actually.
it's because of the work ethic too, bro.
Yeah, he out there.
That was something that like everybody had it at one point. Like,
Yeah,
well, no, Street Hymns never had it, but
yeah, no, for sure.
Street Hymns is my personal favorite because Street Hymns put me on to battle rap,
Yeah,
and then from Street Hymns I got to see like I'm like dog that was me like going into my rabbit hole and how I
yeah,
found out about a lot of these other people. Like I saw Street Hills going against these no name dudes from in that Dallas battle
mm-hmm.
league, and then I was like dog let me look up battle rap, and then that's how I met a lot there with like Calico and Loaded Lux and Sue Surf and
Yeah,
a lot of dudes, and so I'm like dog Detroit all of them bro, like it was because of Street Hymns literally.
yeah,
And but out of the four horsemen, bro, everybody else was like levels above though. Like it was Saga going into the URL,
yeah,
going against those guys, and then like at the same time when Street Hills was coming up, you had Los coming up too.
mm-hmm.
Loso was coming up too, but Loso was doing something different, and especially in bullpen, bro,
Yeah.
he
His
was
run
different,
was
bro.
ridiculous. His run in bullpen
Yeah,
was
but
ridiculous.
but when you talk about work ethic and low fall off,
Yes, A Ward
it,
automatically. A
A
Ward.
Ward is just he was just different, bro.
He's the Dre Dennis of Christian battle rap. Like he just battles just to battle. Like
Uh-huh. And
and
he's not turning down nothing, bro. And
nah.
you deserve my pen. Even though like this dude would be like he'd be going to get some random dude named Money Bag Yo on Saturday. No, he got a battle with like T Top
Right.
or Hitman Holla the next
The
day.
very
And
next
he will
day.
still give Money Bag Yo his pen,
Right.
the value of his pen. Like, bro, I'm going to write quality bars for you, even though I gotta battle this dude tomorrow, bro.
And then mention it in the battle. That's what make it even worse. Like telling the dude, like, yeah, you just warm up before I go, and then literally do like it's crazy. He's crazy, man. He's one of them ones, man.
Yeah, but no, Ill Will, that was a classic, bro. It was a classic. I think that the runs that they've been on though, partially are because dudes can't get past the Christian angle, bro. I'm like, yo, this like once dudes got past the Christian angle, like you started to see like good battles with Loso. Like,
Yeah,
cause I mean, even though Loso's run was good, like Loso started getting lazy with the pen.
yeah, he did.
And then when people were like, all right, bro, I'm a Christian too. I ain't even gonna attack that, bro. I respect God too much.
Right, right.
And then it was like, oh snap, we got a real battle. And so like, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love that. Uh let's get into your writing
Okay.
specifically, and your writing process. Is there specific like devices, like writing devices, literary devices that you use when you're trying to write your verses, your poems, your raps, whatnot?
Not really any like devices or anything besides Google. If I need to like
Well, when
research
I mean
something.
devices, my bad. Let me clarify devices. Like so, like when I say like literary devices, I mean like you use it's metaphor to your go-to, double
Oh,
entendres.
lyrically. Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
you.
The
I'm more of a. I'm not even a. I'll say I punch here and there, but I'm more of a. When I write, and is it for battle or just or music or just all around?
yeah, you could talk about all of them. Like
Okay,
if it's
so
a different one for battle than it is for music, then yeah.
yeah, for battling, I cut out everything. Like I cut out like as far as music, my music side, I'm not looking at nothing for music. I I try to make sure I'm looking at like you were saying like events like that are happening now. I look up stuff, something I can come up with a punch for, um, and I just sift through punches. I just write, and whatever hit, I put it together. I come up with punches and then I put it together. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I come up with my rounds. But
So that's more like delivery, right? Like so you got the so you said you write your punches first and then go into the so then you said so now you're working on the setup and
Right.
then so you get to that punch.
Right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I do that a little bit more, but sometimes I really in battle rap. Like you can watch my battles. Like I just pretty much do me. So sometimes I'd have a bunch of punches and I'd be like, I don't want to sound like everybody because everybody be coming in there kind of sounding the same. So I kind of switch and be like, I'm gonna just rap. You know what I'm saying? So I kind
Mm.
of just stick to talking about the person and who they really are, or if I can find out something, like I'm that person, like I'm doing research, I'm looking up who you are, where you came from, if your mama got a peg leg, if your daddy left you know what I'm saying, if your family disowns you, whatever, I'm gonna mention that in the battle so that I can, you know what I mean, but I'm gonna coincide it with some kind of punch, and I'm gonna bring it together. You know what I'm saying? So that's with battling. But with music, it's like it depends on how it's off of feeling and vibes. I do melodies. I can do the hip hop raps. I can sing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when I do my songs, sometimes I write them, and sometimes I just sing out a melody and then I fill in. Everything for me is like finding what it is and then filling in that space. So with battling, it's like finding the punches, building the setups to that punch, and then with music, it's more like finding that groove, that melody, something that'll make people either nod their head or move their body, and then fill that in. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
sometimes I freestyle songs. I don't even write sometimes.
Hmm. So then well I was about to ask you then if it is it concept music, but if you freestyling, it's probably like concept.
Sometimes no, sometimes I can't because it's like if I come up with a melody, the first thing that comes to my mind is whatever word comes out is kind of my I can't even think of the word you just said. I had a brain fart.
The concept.
Yeah, that'll be the concept of that song. So if I start a song and I'm uh like girl you used to love me, now you don't, or something like that. And now it's okay, so this is gonna be a song about breakups or somebody leaving. So now
Mm,
I'm staying on
okay.
that concept.
That
It's sort of
concept.
like Tory Lanez do. Tory Lanez do it all the time. He do that
Mm-hmm.
shit all the time. He sings shit out, and then it just so happens to be what it is, and then he's just like, okay, we're just gonna stay on this subject.
When I
You know what I'm
said
saying?
talk to me, baby.
Right. Type
Said
shit.
all right, now I'm about to make a song about me trying to holler at this shorty. All right, cool. All right.
It's easy money, man. I'm telling you. It's
No, that's
easy.
dope. That's dope. Um, yeah. So then, who would you say are like your inspirations then for writing for when you? I mean, I know you talked about your uncles earlier,
Yeah.
but like if you had like uh, a rap
Like top
Mount
five.
Rushmore, yeah, top five or whatever, who would they be and why?
Um, we gotta go first and foremost. Lupe Fiasco.
Okay,
That's my that is my guy. I don't care what
the
nobody
cool
say. The
cake
cool,
push,
free chili. You know what I'm saying? Fahrenheit 17. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. I'm all the way there. You know what I mean? Revenge of the Nerds. I'm like that is my guy. Um, and because I like him so much because actually he was the closest thing to the group Camp Low that I love. And Camp Low, they literally take things and they shift. They don't say like if somebody says I'm drinking on wine and it feels good, I'm they'll say me taking a sip, Perignon, and they'll flip the words and make it sound like a code. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, what are they talking about? But then you listen and it's like, oh, they just saying that they chilling and drinking wine, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's they saying it in such a different way. And Lupe does that, but he does it lyrically. Like Camp Lo was having fun with it. They was just saying stuff. Lupe, he's literally taking concepts and just the whole kick push concept. Like he took that and made it into okay, it's a skate story, but it's also like some real life. Like you can take it and get a lesson out of love, your first love. You can take that and get a lesson on being the guy who wants to do something different amongst the area you were born in this hood. Everybody yo, selling drugs, everybody on the corners, but you want to skate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
it's so many different concepts in just that one song and so many lessons. And that's why I like Lupe. It's always concepts. It's always double entendres. It's always um, uh, uh, what is it called? Slant rhyming. I love slant rhyming. Like he's doing it
Yeah.
all. He's staying in those pockets. So that's Lupe. He's number one. Um, Jay Z, um, and I say
Okay.
Jay Z mainly because it's like I feel like he's the core of a lot of us in our generation, millennials, because he was that guy when we were kids growing up. That was the guy we seen a lot of. Our parents talked about. If it wasn't Jay Z, it was P Miller. You know what I'm saying? So it was just
Mm.
like Jay Z was the guy who actually he was my first uh, ever CD I got when back in the day, and it had
Okay.
explicit content on it. So I used to
Had
literally
that little sticker right there, the
I was happy.
parental advisory.
I was happy. I was tired of Kid Bop. I was tired of it. So but that was like that him and the next person I'm gonna name. But I had both of their CDs, and it was the first explicit content. Now what I used to do as a kid though is I used to listen to the radio and listen to these guys. And before there was a lyric.com and all that stuff, I would listen to the radio. I would record the songs on a cassette tape, and to figure out how they rap, the way they rap, I would write the lines, like try to catch up, like, oh, he said this. Try to write it and write it while he rapping, and I would have
Uh-huh.
all of their lyrics like written down, and I would try to be like, oh, that's how. Okay, so he rhymed here, and then he rhymed this word, and he had this many words before he rap. So that's how I kind of figured it out. My uncles didn't really teach me that portion of it until I already kind of knew about it. But I would take Jay Z CD and just write. But then because of the CDs back in the day, they had the lyrics in the CD thing. So that was definitely like, yeah, I need more CDs because I'm tired of writing. You know what I'm saying? But Jay Z
Mm.
number two, Ludacris number three. I know all of the recent things, but I'm still putting him on my top five. Um, he just somebody that I seen that I he was like the first rapper I seen that I wanted to be like, cause he was just crazy. Like the big bush, the hanging upside down. That was the first video I seen him to throw them bows and he hanging upside down and just rapping. I'm like, bro, who is this, bro? He is crazy. Like this is dope.
Yeah.
Like it made me like I really want to do this now. Like I can be this weird. I can be this creative. Oh yeah, I want to do this. So Ludacris for that, and the punches too. Like his lyrical ability is ridiculous. Um, and then it'll be Andre 3000 for the obvious reasons. He's the,
Okay.
like that was the first him and Andre really. Him and Big Boy technically, but you know, I mean, I'm just sifting it down to one. Andre was the lyrics. He was the storyteller. Both of them were storytellers, but Andre just he was he was just different. He still is different, and I don't. I listen to his flute album, all that stuff. I don't care because he's like that. You know what I'm saying? So he can say he can take a break because he how much has he done? He's literally the reason why we have southern rappers now. If he never went on
Mm.
stage on the Source and said that the South got something to say, nobody would have tried to listen to the South. So he
Mm.
is top five forever. And then for somebody that's newer would be Kendrick Lamar, of course. He just like every it's two people that I get compared to when I make my music or at least just rap, and it's Kendrick Lamar and Schoolboy Q. Schoolboy Q
Mm.
mainly because of my delivery, but Kendrick Lamar more so for my like concepts and like ideas and things, freaky things that I do with my voice and stuff like that. Like he dropped Good Kid, Mad City, and I literally and I believe me or not, only a few people know, but I was literally working on an album or mixtape that had that same concept, and I still kind of do it now. Like with I got a mixtape where people are calling me, leaving voice messages and stuff. I've been doing stuff like that, and I
Mm-hmm.
got inspired by that, not by from Kendrick, but probably the same people he got inspired by, which are like older rappers like Big Daddy Kane or like
Mm-hmm.
Slick Rick, where he would have like children talking in the background or like somebody or girl calling him on the phone. So it's
Yeah.
just things like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. That actually made me think about like and she only had one album, but Lauren Hill, like
yeah,
Miseducation, like
Miseducation. I love
with
that.
the classroom style and
Yeah,
the outros.
I
Yeah,
love stuff like that. It brings you and make you feel like you were a part of the creative process. Like it's like it
yeah,
puts you in there.
telling the story for sure. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah, that's dope, man. Yeah. So I have a deeper question. I'm actually saving for the end of the show, but I want to kind of flip it just a little bit. Just kind of get to like some of the fun stuff, man.
Okay.
Uh, so I heard you hoop a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You know, you if you had to take on a coaching role, let's say it like that, you had to take on a coaching role, and you got to pick 5 players all time for your basketball list. Who are you adding to your top 5 all time basketball? And they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just your vibe, and like that would fit your vibe though, right? So they got to fit your vibe, and then be
Do it
all.
have to be NBA players?
No,
Like I can mix it
actually,
up.
I would. Yeah, it would be interesting to have a 1 or 2 players who aren't
Okay.
that on your list, and
Okay.
you explain it why.
I'd say, legend wise, for the guards, I'm going to pick. I pick Allen Iverson in his prime,
Yeah.
and I pick outside of NBA for the guard. I pick the professor, like straight up
Okay.
the professor.
Yeah, yeah. And one.
Um,
Let's go.
like that'll be like the two top guards, mainly because Iverson for just he got that dog in him. He got that dog in him.
Yeah.
He going go he going the first like he's small, but he's going to attack the basket, and he's going to also facilitate if he needs to.
Hmm.
The professor, I get him. He's similar to AI, but he just a little more shiftier. Like I would say Kyrie Irving, but just to take it outside, like those two guards together, it'd be crazy to see that Allen Iverson and the professor working together. Now, as my forwards, um, of course, LeBron is one. That's I'm always team LeBron, and then it's either Dirk Nowitzki or Tim Duncan.
Mm.
Those it gotta be one of them because
Why?
just
Why?
they have they are the best forwards that have ever played the game. They I picked Dirk because he proved people every time. Like every time somebody says something about Dirk, he too slow, he too this, he can't do this. That. He literally swept every team. Every that series when they won the championship, he swept every good team that you can think of in combination. He beat the big three when it was LeBron, Bosh, and D Wade. He swept them. He
I don't
swept.
think he swept them. I think he
It
won. They
was a
won the
jump.
6. They won the 6.
Okay, well he did. He was kicking ass though. That's he was kicking they and it was Dirk Nowitzki. He didn't. I can't remember who he had on the team.
He
Who
had
was it?
Jason. He had a old Jason Kidd.
Yeah,
He had a LA Prime. LA Prime. He had Tyson Chandler in his
that's
prime.
right. Okay, yeah.
Uh, he had JJ Barea
Uh,
maybe, and
yeah,
Sean Marion. Sean Marion was in his prime still.
he
He
was
was getting
good.
older too though. He was getting old
Yeah,
too. Yeah, they had an
but
older team, but they were they were vets. They knew, you know what I'm saying. So Sean Marion ain't a bad sidekick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sean Marion. He had Tyson Chandler, who
yeah,
was defense.
yeah. He was
Defense
defensively.
was definitely key to that series
Yeah,
because you got Dirk doing all the work offensively,
yeah.
and you got Jason Kidd getting a little ball, but you need somebody to
Stop somebody.
keep LeBron and D Wade and Chris Bosh out the paint.
Yeah, they was working, man. And that's why I give it to Dirk for sure. Tim Duncan is just that's obvious. He's like the
Big
I feel like
fundamental right
yeah
there.
he's like the book of what you should do at basic level, but he took it to a whole nother level. Like he don't do too much flashiness. He don't talk too much trash. He just do his job, and
Yeah, I'm here for
he do it
work.
well. Yeah, he do it well. So can't complain about that. And he took his team to the championship multiple times. So that would be my forwards and center. Of course, Big Shaq Diesel, man.
I go with
Shaq.
Shaq.
Or the only person that I would take away from him would be or to replace him would be Yao Ming. Honestly,
Mm,
like they both kind of had like even he said I think Shaq even said like he get like he started growing. We watched Yao Ming grow. Even though I wish he stayed longer, but we watched him go from he alright to oh he talking trash now. He out here talking like
Yeah,
what is going
they
on?
was
Like
they was championship contenders. So
yeah,
once he got to his prime, yeah, bro, he definitely deserves more love than we give to him.
definitely.
But like his career was really short.
It was
But
short.
yeah,
Yeah,
but Yao, for the size he was scary, bro.
yeah, he was.
He was scary, but he was just alright. And then yeah, when
Yeah,
T Mac got there, he like dog, toughen up, bro.
right, right, right. That was yeah,
Don't let Shaq bully you, bro. Who's
right.
that nigga?
Pussy nut.
Like, yeah, no, I agree with that, man. So your squad was a lot of 2000s,
Yeah.
2000s. You know what I'm saying? And we should stick with the music. I'm gonna get my squad real quick.
Okay.
So you took AI. So I'm not gonna repeat AI, even though I think AI is probably number one on my list as well. Just because of what he did for the culture, bro. Bringing hip hop into basketball and uniting those cultures together, like
Hmm.
AI deserves his flowers, bro, for sure.
Yeah.
But because I'm not gonna use AI, bro, I gotta go with Brody. I've been a big fan of him forever. Russell Westbrook, the
Oh,
triple
of
dub
course.
king, bro.
Triple double
Uh,
every. Oh yeah.
and like even like what he's doing now, bro, like definitely a top point guard. Probably gonna arguably be the best point guard ever after his career is said and done. Just because he's now, I think he's the number one point guard scorer of all
Hmm.
time now,
Yeah, I believe
and
so.
triple double king. So he's grabbing rebounds. He does it all, bro. Grab rebounds, give out assists.
Literally.
He's getting steals, bro. Plays defense. So Russ is my AI.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna go, and then for the two, uh, that's tough. Uh, for the two, I'm gonna go Drazen Petrovic. That's a deep cut. I'm gonna go
Okay.
Drazen Petrovic because we talk about that dog, bro, but we talk about unsung heroes because I know you brought up Dirk earlier. I'm gonna get Drazen in here because even though he also had a short career with the Nets,
Yeah.
this dude was able to guard. This dude was able to match Jordan in ways that no one else could. Maybe Clyde Drexler came close, but Clyde Drexler
Yeah.
couldn't even shine the boots of Michael
Right.
Jordan, bro. But Drazen Petrovic, he was like, "Yo, I'm going to get in this man's head," and he guarded. I mean, Jordan was still gonna put up
Yeah.
25 on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Jordan, but like when Jordan was when he used to putting up 30, and he putting up 25, 20, 25 on him. Yeah, but Drazen Petrovic, I'm gonna go with him. Like career cut too soon, but rest in peace to him. Uh, I'm gonna go for my small forward. Uh, and like I said, this is not the greatest team of all time. This is just team that I feel like relates to me and like how they do. For small forward though, I'm going to go with. I don't like him, but I think he a dog, and that's my
You saying
boy.
Draymond?
Nah, I'm not
Okay.
saying
I
that.
was about to say.
No, for small forward, I don't like. I actually like Draymond. Draymond, the Michigan boy. That's my homeboy. Uh,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go Paul Pierce, bro. I'm
Okay.
gonna go Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce, the truth.
Yeah.
The dude was a shooter, bro. He had that dog in him. I
Definitely.
remember dude got hurt. They put that boy in a wheelchair and wheeled him out. Came back in the finals. Came back that same game and just started shooting that boy, bro. He was like that, bro.
That boy is a fool.
Now Draymond disrespected that boy in his final season when he was with the Clippers. He said, "You think they love you? You think they love you like they love Kobe? You thought they was gonna do you like they did Kobe? They don't love you like that, bro.
That's petty as
Nah, they did him
hell.
dirty." And I agree with Draymond. By the way, I took Draymond's side on that.
Yeah.
But no, he got that dog in him. I feel like I got that. I like guys who got that dog in them. I put Paul Pierce on there. For my four, I disagree with you about Dirk and Tim Duncan being the top fours. For me, in my lifetime, he's also a 2000s player as well. he played most of his prior career was in the 2000s. But KG, bro, I
Okay.
gotta go
Yeah.
KG.
Yeah, I would definitely
I
agree.
think I think that while I do think that Dirk and Tim Duncan were built to win more championships, I think that Dirk and KG got to the same amount of finals as the same number of finals, two finals,
Yeah.
and they both won one out of the two.
Yeah.
Uh, but I think that KG was just again a dog. He also brought the culture. He was a part of that AI
Yeah.
league, bro, where
Definitely.
hip hop met
Yeah.
basketball, bro, and
Yeah.
he was one of the people that benefited a lot from that. I will never forget the monumentous trash talking that he does,
Oh yeah.
especially when he went against the Knicks and Carmelo Anthony, bro, with Boston Celtics and the New
Yeah.
York Knicks had their rivalry, bro. And this dude walked up to Carmelo Anthony and said, "Your wife smell like honey nut Cheerios." Bro.
Yeah.
Had had that boy
I forgot about
Carmelo
that.
had that boy Carmelo off his game the whole game.
Oh my
And
god,
then
that's
Carmelo
crazy.
met him at the bus. Carmelo
Right.
said, "I want to see this dude when he get on this
Let me.
bus, bro. Before he get on this
It's
bus,
just
he got to see me."
basketball. But
It's like, bro,
basketball.
yeah,
Basketball.
he was one of the biggest trash talkers of all time, bro. And if
Oh
I'm going center, bro, another guy that got that dog in him, bro, Bill Wallace.
Oh
Are
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
talking? We talking second round? No, undrafted. He was undrafted. The only undrafted player, by the way, in all of history, only undrafted player in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And the defense is like that,
The Pistons at
bro.
that time was
Bro,
that
six
they was
nine, bro.
yeah,
Six nine going up against Yao, going up against Shaq, bro.
yeah,
Won a chip against Shaq.
yeah.
And you know, like
Undeniable,
gentleman sweep. Uh
undeniable.
yeah, Ben Wallace is
That
that
was
dog, bro.
at that time. That was honestly Detroit was one of my favorite teams when they had the Twin Towers when it was both the Wallaces, Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, nobody is defeating them, bro. Nobody, I don't care. And at that time, I still liked the Kings too. I liked the Kings
Yeah,
when
with
they
Chris
had Mike
Webber.
Bibby and Peja
Yeah.
Stojakovic and all of them. But Detroit, it was just like that, like you said, like that hip hop it was just us on the squad pretty much. Like you watch the
Yeah,
Kings
bro.
and it looked like
It was the dudes off the playground, bro.
yeah, type shit. You know what I'm
Like,
saying? Ben Wallace never combed his bush like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, bro.
Rasheed Wallace looked like somebody uncle they just picked up,
With the
bro. Like,
ball spot, yeah.
yeah, I'm like, bro, he is killing, bro. Like, what is going on?
Then you got Tayshawn. Tayshawn was just
Tayshaun
tall,
Prince,
bro.
man.
He
Oh
was
my
just
god,
tall, bro.
ridiculous.
And then Rip and Chauncey was responsible for all the points. And
Absolutely.
Rasheed,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Rip was
But I
definitely
mean, like, people don't give a lot of credit to that bench, bro. That bench was fire, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, that championship team had Memo Core,
yep.
and then Memo left to get that bag, which I ain't mad at. Uh, but they had Antonio McDyess, who was outside of his prime by that point. But shoot, they almost went for a second championship. I
yeah,
mean, I just said San Antonio was just that good, bro. They
yeah.
won 7 games. Robert Ory for 3. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta guard Robert Ory, bro. That
Especially
boy
at the last
Robert
minute.
Ory is a secret agent, bro.
I
Like he
swear.
just
Right.
you don't hear from Robert Ory because every ship he won, bro, he played a part in.
Yes.
He wasn't the biggest role, but
He
he
hit
was
that
that
shot.
closer.
He hit that one shot that just it's over now. Yep.
Bro, that's literally what happened in game 7,
Yep.
bro.
Yep.
Detroit had the game.
He made that one
They
fucking
guarded everybody but him, bro. They
shot. I swear.
they Chauncey on Tony Parker, Manu getting double.
This nigga wide open.
Duncan is getting guarded by Rasheed. Well, he getting guarded by Ben Wallace. Robert Ory at the 3. Wide open.
Wide open.
They thinking Tim Duncan about to take the last shot.
Nope.
So they tried to double him, push that boy out. Ory for 3, bro.
That was a upset for me. Like, and at that time, I ain't really like San Antonio. I liked them, but it was just like I wanted Detroit to win.
Yeah.
Because that was my team at the time. I'm just like, bro, I want them to win, bro.
Yeah. And I think
heartbreaking.
I think at that time, yeah, I was more into the teams than the players. Now
Yeah,
I don't even have a favorite team. I mean, I like Detroit. I mean, I'm still a Detroit fan, but
yeah.
like
I'm the same.
Kay Cunningham, like we got that this year, dog. We,
Yeah,
we might we might be
that boy
we may be a
Cunningham is
piece we
is
might be a
ridiculous.
piece or two away from another ship, bro. But yeah, he like that.
Yeah, he
But
definitely
I'm I'm,
feisty.
I'm more of a fan of players this now than I am with teams.
Yeah,
Like Shea is amazing.
yeah.
Uh, SGA.
What about Tyrese Maxey?
Oh, I love him this year,
Yeah,
especially this year, bro. Love him. Love. I love me some. Russ.
yeah,
The coming back out party for Russ,
yeah.
bro. With Sacramento doing his thing,
Ridiculous.
bro.
Like he ain't never left.
Bro, he like they have a comeback player of the year award. They need. If they don't got one, they need one.
Yeah,
Cause him, James Harden, Kawhi, bro.
yeah.
The three of them old niggas,
Kawhi been
bro.
the stuff I've been seeing Kawhi do is
Bro,
like what
Kawhi
happened?
against they swept Detroit this year. They already swept because they only played twice because they different conferences. But bro, Kawhi put up 55 and 48 on Detroit.
Jesus.
I'm like, when is Kawhi putting up 50? Bro, he had like a string of games where he was averaging like 40 something a game,
Yeah.
bro.
I think I can't remember which one it was, but whichever one where the first goddamn play he did a fade 3 point or fade two on like three defenders. I'm like, bro, what is he on, bro? And he made it like I'm like, what is he on?
And then K lead the league in assists right now, right?
Yeah.
Guess who number two? Another old nigga, James Harden, bro. James Harden out here. dog. James Harden is putting up almost identical numbers. Like I don't even know how many triple dubs he had this year, but I'm looking at his assists, rebounds, excuse me,
Putting in that
points.
work.
Yeah, bro. Like the old dudes is out here killing it right now, bro.
Yeah.
Russ doing his thing.
Facts.
But these young guys who I got to put some respect on, Tyrese Maxey for sure,
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham,
Facts.
um, bro, that other dude from Philly, VJ Esco,
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I like
the
him.
rookie,
Yeah. I like him.
he gonna be a dog, bro.
Yeah.
He gonna be a dog.
I like him. He's very
Um,
cool.
I saw that game. It was Philly versus Memphis
Okay.
versus the Grizzlies. And I wasn't watching the game, bro. I was literally turning on the game to watch Detroit versus the Lakers. I'm turning on TV. It said Detroit about to go against the Lakers. So I turned the TV on to watch Detroit versus the Lakers. But, of course, if a game is still playing, they don't turn away from the game. They just keep
Right.
playing that game. So it's like a minute and a half left. Philly was up like 6 or something like that. John Morant come down and go crazy. Go crazy. Boy throwing up 360 layups.
Right.
Going crazy. The game goes into overtime.
Oh
They like, all right, Ja, that's enough.
my
And
god.
B and Tyrese Maxey go to work. And then after that, they VJ Esco with the game winner, bro. They go crazy. They set this pick. He screens. He goes to the top of the key. They double Maxi. He throws it out to VJ. VJ shoot the three. Game over.
Buckets.
I'm like,
Buckets.
dog. Yeah, he a dog, bro. He wants to guard. He's a rookie, only 20 years old. Wants to guard the best player on the
Right.
team.
Okay.
He like he like whoever the best player is. I'm guarding.
Yeah.
Give it to me. I'll play.
Oh yeah. I
I
like
love
it.
it. I love the mentality, bro. Young guys. I can't wait to see how Cooper Flag develop.
Yeah, that was my guy. I was actually supposed to go see him play when he was over here. When he was out, I think he was out in Philly. I
Okay.
was so mad I went, so I didn't go see him because I seen his college film And I was like, I kept telling people, I'm like, bro, this white boy about to be somebody, bro. He about to. I kept telling him like, we gotta go see him. I gotta drive out there to go see him, like before he become big. And then I kind of forgot about it, and then all of a sudden he got signed to NBA. I was like, fuck, I didn't see him before he got. I was like,
Number one
damn.
draft pick. Yep.
Yeah, he was definitely around here, not around here, but I think it was Philly. I think he had a game in Philly that I was supposed to go to. I was like, dang, bro. But
LaMelo Ball, he
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
definitely like that.
Shaden Sharp is starting to trust his own self.
Yeah.
Shaden Sharp over in Portland. Uh, you know who else in Charlotte is good too besides LaMelo? Brandon Miller, bro. Everybody,
Low key don't be get he need more a little more praise. Yeah, he do need
yeah,
to
bro.
step his game
Like,
up.
and he was in that draft class with Wemby, bro. So like, of course, Wemby got all the love.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's like, but then it did, but also too after Wemby was Brandon Miller, he kind of came along a little slow
yeah,
because then the twins, the Thompson twins, got a lot more looks than he did too.
yeah.
So I'm
That's a
in, and
dog.
oh my gosh,
Brandon
I'm
Miller
in
a dog.
Thompson in Houston. I forgot about the Thompson twins, yo.
Oh
Asor doing his
yeah,
thing
yeah,
in Detroit too, but I'm in.
yeah,
He a dog.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, and then KD, I think KD gassed him up a little bit. Like now you got KD over there. It's like, nah, you just a loner, bro. Like I need to show you a loner, bro. We got you on loan.
Oh, Lone is
This is
crazy.
still my team. And
Right,
Alperen Sengun is like, yeah, bro, what he said, and I'm the second.
right.
You're the third, KD. Nah, KD didn't resurface his career too. A lot of these old
Yeah,
dudes, bro.
yeah, for real. I don't know why they
They
be
are
like that.
here.
I don't know what got in the water or the Gatorade, but they, yeah, old
Yeah.
heads out here hooping.
All right, bro. Let's do a little game of R&B, 90s R&B,
Okay,
this or that, bro.
let's
Let's do some
let's
this or
go.
that. I'm gonna pull up some. Let me pull up some songs. Let me pull up some songs. Pull up some songs. Let's start with. Oh, let me pull this up. Let me pull it up. Nope, not that. Uh, let's do. I feel like there was another long song.
I feel like you're going through some.
Let's do long song. So this is actually not a '90s song.
Okay,
Maxwell, Pretty Wings.
okay,
Okay, very long song.
yes,
5 minutes long, 6 minutes, something like that.
yeah.
Versus another long song, 8 minutes long. Tony anniversary. Starting off with the tough ones.
Dang, I'm drinking. It's like no, like Josh. um, dang, I'd say it's our anniversary only because it's more symbolic than Pretty Wings is. Pretty Wings is a good song. Maxwell is definitely one of those top R&B singers that I grew up listening to. One of my grandmother's favorite singers, so I definitely like just always had him in my ear, even if I didn't want to. Um, but it would have to go to Tony because it just even to this day, like people aren't playing Pretty Wings just to I mean to walk down the aisle or to celebrate something, but like from that time when it was made to now, like people are still playing it's our anniversary to symbolize their
Okay,
anniversary. So it's
it's
like
iconic. Yeah, it's an
yeah,
iconic
so
song
I
for
gotta
sure.
kind of get that to Tony.
All right, let's go. Ah man, I should have had this more prepared. Let's do the Boys to Men version of "Can You Stand the Rain," the acapella version,
Okay.
versus Tevin Campbell. Can we talk?
Mm, mm. Uh, I'm gonna say Boys to Men only because
Ooh.
that those just them period. Like you said, acapella. They can make they do that. Like that's their thing. Like just acapella and just using their vocal projection. And not to say Tevin Campbell's wasn't ain't that, but it's kind of a running joke with me now with that song because when I listen to the song, somebody had broke it down and was just like why is he like talking about this girl like this, like, and he never talks to her. Like when you watch the video type thing, it's like you right there, like just like can we talk for a minute, and then it's you saying all of that, and the whole time you thinking it's a girl in your head, but it's the girl right there. It's just it's a lot. It's the way he broke it
Yeah.
down was just like, oh okay, yeah. It's kind of like it's not really. I get the concept, the hook. I feel like they came up with the hook, and just was like, this is good, but the lyrics they kind of was a little lackluster. So yeah, so I give it the boys the man.
Okay. That's crazy because I would have gave it to Tevin because it's original. I would have gave it to Tevin because of the originality. I mean, I think that the Boys to Men got the better version of the song than New Edition. Me personally, I prefer Boys to Men version
Yeah,
over New Edition just
definitely.
because of the acapella. But yeah, that's interesting. Let's go next. Too close. You know what song that is?
Which I'm trying to think.
Baby, you know it's trying.
Oh, but
So
yeah, yeah,
excited. Too close versus Drew Hills. Somebody sleeping in
yo,
my
that's a
bed.
that is my ish. I don't even I forgot about next. I forgot about it just not
Yeah.
because I don't know the song, but I don't listen to that song as much as I like. And then Drew Hill, you know, we from Baltimore, so that
Yeah, of
song
course.
stayed on the radio, and it was rightfully so. Like that was one of them ones.
You know, I was actually today years old. Really, I found this out probably last month, uh, 2025. I literally found this out in 2025. That's how crazy this is. I was 35 years old when I found out that the song "Too Close" by Lex was a song about yo having an erection while somebody was dancing on him.
See, now I
You
gotta
listen to
listen. Hold
you
on.
gotta listen to the song like "Girl, the way you're grinding gets me so excited.
Oh
Ooh, how
yeah,
y'all like
yeah,
it?
yeah.
I try, but I can't fight
Fight
it.
it.
Girl, you
Yeah,
dancing too close,
yeah.
getting too close. You making it
Making it
hard for
hard
me,
for
bro.
me.
I'm like, oh, the way that you dancing on me makes me
You
want you
want it
so
so
much sexually.
sexually.
I'm like,
That's
what?
crazy.
And I'm like, dog, somebody like posted on TikTok or something, Instagram or something. And I'm like, dog, wait. And I want to listen to the song like, dog, this is crazy.
That's kind of similar to how I feel about Monica. What is it? What is that Monica song? Dang, the one with the shoes when she outside. I can't even think of the song. The dang, I can't think of let it. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna think of it later. But I feel like she's talking about being on her period. I'll be playing with
Mm,
people like it's that time. Like it's something like that. It's that time. I forget the lyrics. It's not getting to me, but I'm gonna mention it some if it come to me.
that's funny because like I was thinking about obviously that's not the meaning of the song, but when people
Yeah.
hear it now, they think about it. Tevin Man, Take Me to the King. People are like, yo, that's a suicide song.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
but I mean, clearly that's not the meaning of the song.
Right.
But like when you listen to the lyrics, it's like, yeah, bro, she writing a letter.
This the last one.
Okay, let's go singing groups. We
Okay.
got In Vogue, Don't Let Go versus
Mm.
TLC, Low Scrubs.
Mm. Dang, and both of them, they both my joints. Dang. Ah. Um. When you said
Don't
Scrubs though,
let go. Right.
yeah, that's my.
Versus TLC, Scrub is a guy that thinks he's fine. I mean,
I'm gonna
it's
have to go.
their most iconic song, though. I think.
I would have to go. I would have to go with En Vogue because just because of the song. Like if it
What
was like,
movie? What movie was that on the soundtrack for? Was that wasn't Set It Off? Was it? What was Don't
yeah,
Let Go?
I believe
What-
so. I think it was
you-
on there. It was on a lot of movies back
Bro,
then.
we in the podcast days, bro. We can Google this stuff.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
got like
see.
this joint open
Info,
sitting on my laptop right now.
Don't Let Go. Sound movie.
I forget, but I think that song was in a lot of movies.
It was Set It Off. It was Set It
Yeah.
Off.
Okay. That yeah. That
That
song.
was that the that was probably one of the sexually charged scenes,
Yeah.
probably.
Of course. With
Yeah.
Cleo.
You said with Cleo. uh, let's do another group one. TLC. Let's do Waterfalls this time.
Okay.
TLC versus Escape. Da, 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 da. Ah, who can I run to?
Mm,
Who can I run to?
I that one I want to say Escape, but I
And
say
then we got TLC.
TLC.
Don't go
Okay,
chasing
that's an iconic
waterfall.
song. Like even to
Yeah,
this day,
yeah.
when I think of that song now, it sucks kind of. But when I think of that song, I think of that damn movie. With the trip when they went on a trip, it was like a family and the white boy started rapping the song, rapping the lyrics. I can't remember the name of the movie right now, but like every time I hear that song, just because and it's that movie came out in like like later 2000, like 2020 something, you know what I'm saying,
Okay,
or the early 20s, 18 something like that. So like it's just that song is one of them songs that's it's gonna stay around. It's gonna stay around, and then um, what's it called it. Um, the other group, they that's a remake, so I can't give them too much credit for that.
got you. Uh, let's do single guys. So we got Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh my
I'm
God.
on it.
Yeah,
And then we got Montel Jordan. This
oh
is
man.
how we do it.
Yeah, this is how we do it. I'm picking that
This is how we
automatically.
do
I was just listening to that like a couple of days ago. Definitely that. That's my
Yeah,
that's
see,
a
I
favorite.
was wondering if it was gonna be a tough, if that was gonna be a tough one. I mean, I like Return of the Mac, but yeah, this is how we do it with that's
Yeah,
the party song, bro. You play that at the
yeah.
club. I mean, you can
Everybody
probably play Return of the Mac at the club too, but that's more of my. I just walked into the
too
club.
fast.
That's my theme song. I
Yeah.
walk in. Man. Oh my god!
Right, that's the one right there. That's the one. Oh my god. That's
And
the
then,
one.
well, yeah, when we in the middle of the club, yeah. All right, what we got? Uh, Blackstreet, No Diggity.
Mm,
I had to bag it up. And then we have versus Casey and JoJo, All My Life. Do,
mm.
do, 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 do,
Now,
do,
on
do.
paper, all my life definitely probably sold more, but No Diggity was more of a like that definitely like hit a lot of us. Like Black for
Yeah,
that was one of them songs everybody was singing.
Blackstreet.
Everybody.
Blackstreet, they had their little run. That was part of their run.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know the sale numbers, but I didn't. They had to have only made a few dollars in comparison to.
That's probably a hard one. I probably should have chose another Casey and JoJo song.
Yeah, it's cool though. That one's a classic though. So if you put that song up against like another slow joint, probably that would have been a little harder.
All right, let's do this one. We gonna go Christmas for Boys to Men. We gonna go Let It Snow
Okay.
versus Bill Bev DeVoe. Poison.
Oh man. I'll do Bill Bet because I don't listen to the like when I listen to Christmas. I do that is on my list, but whenever I listen to Christmas songs, my top artist is Mariah Carey. Like she just
Yeah, I played Mariah Carey.
yeah she's always the top or the Temptations and stuff like the old
Yeah.
Temptation stuff. They like the top one, so I had to go with Oh my
Hey,
god.
bro. So you saying that Brian McKnight couldn't even say it, though, bro?
Hey,
Brian McKnight couldn't say Boys and Men, bro.
nah, man, not on
Says
this
Bill
one,
Bad
man.
Divorce. Poison is a it's one of the iconic songs of the '90s, bro.
Yeah.
Poison. I would say if we had to do, let's say top three, what would you think the top three iconic '90s songs would be?
Um, R&B wise,
Yeah, R&B.
it would definitely be oh man, the Boys the Men song, uh, Motown Philly's back again.
Oh yeah, yeah, New Jack Swing. Yeah, you talk
Yeah,
about
New
the
Jack
swing,
Swing.
New
That
Jack.
was
Well, it's Motown Philly, but yeah, the New Jack
yeah,
Swing
that was
songs.
dope.
Yes. No.
I say un- not unfortunately, but for other people who don't like respect him now, but R. Kelly just his stuff was ridiculous. Like everything that he was putting out, it was just like platinum, platinum, platinum. Every
Mhm.
album, it was a hit on there. Um, I can't even think of a specific song because it was like everything R. Kelly was putting out was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I feel
Um,
like he had a lot of. It's tough to figure out what was the '90s, what was the 2000s with him.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, true. Because
for
he never
me,
stopped. He never
yeah,
he never
yeah,
stopped.
he
Like
was he was definitely a goat when it came to work ethic for music.
yeah, it's hard to like pinpoint anything for that. But his music period was that. Um, could I say I'll be sure? I don't know if it was he yeah he was out in the '90s, but that was like boom bap era I think or golden era close to I think no a little bit after. So I could say I'll be sure's I can't I don't know why I'm having these brain farts, but yeah I'll be sure.
Okay.
Um, yeah, those are pretty much one. And anything SWV, they was like
Yeah.
they stayed on the radio.
That I think Weak. Yeah, Weak is definitely one of the iconic '90s songs. Man, it's tough to pick three because that's why I was thinking like you pick three, I pick three. We kind of
Yeah,
whatever that we
it's
got that
hard.
six. I mean, Poison was definitely Bill DeVoe was definitely that song was very iconic. Motown Philly, that brought that Lou Jack Swing era, which is Bill Bell DeVoe. Poison falls
Yeah,
into that category uh, of the Lou Jack Swing type of thing. But yeah, I think Motown Philly was kind of the face of that. Uh, I want. I mean, to me, in 2026, I'm pushing the agenda. However, I feel like it's still an iconic song. Iconic song. Tevin Campbell, Can We Talk? It's definitely iconic. It's
yeah,
definitely one of the face of the '90s R&B. 2026, I'm pushing the agenda. We need to let Tevin Campbell, Can We Talk go.
yeah,
You let that
yeah.
song go, bro. You gotta let that song go.
All my soldiers.
Uh, I would say for me, the third song for me, that's tough, bro. You talk about '90s R&B because there were so many artists that were good during that time. SWV Week is definitely number one.
Okay.
I would say any Lou Jack Swing song, Motown Philly. Yeah, that's it. That would be it.
Yeah.
That would be my three. Honorable mentions though would probably be Usher because Usher came out during that time. When he
Okay.
first came out. So you had like Nice and Slow,
Leave the
the
room,
seven
baby.
o'clock on the dot.
Yeah,
That was iconic during that time.
definitely.
Brandy started during that time, so
Oh my
like
God, why did I bet that is my girl? Oh my God, that is my like
Brandy,
number one.
Lauryn Hill was during that time. Shoot, '90s. Who else was in the '90s? TLC.
Yeah,
That was their era though, so like I kind of wanted to go to SWV and because Brandy, well, Brandy, both of her most iconic albums both came out in the '90s.
yeah,
Like she had other stuff afterwards, but her two biggest albums were in the '90s.
yeah,
Uh, but even Cisco, Incomplete, that
yeah.
was '97, '98 or something like that. Uh, Mama by Boyz II Men.
Boys and Men, yep.
Uh, Joe,
Oh yeah,
all the
yeah,
things a
Joe.
man won't do. That was iconic. Yeah, bro. There was so many, bro. So
That's because it
many.
was it's so hard for the '90s because everybody actually was singing back then. Like they were
Yeah,
actually making bodies of work. Now it's
yeah.
just like everybody singing about. their pussy and
Yeah, and you know what though? And it's crazy because like Whitney Houston was coming out with stuff during that time, and but I wasn't really considering herself like R&B. I was it was for me Whitney Houston was pop, always pop,
yeah,
and
yeah,
like because even like with the 90s, they had a lot of ballads
yeah,
and those type of stuff, and I didn't feel like Whitney Houston's music felt like kind of messed with that,
yeah.
even though it was still R&B, but like like yeah, we had the what was more of her stuff? Whitney Houston. I'm trying to think of her '90s stuff.
Like she had dang, what's the it's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna
That came
keep
out in the '90s.
living.
That did
I
come out in
believe
the
that was in the
'90s.
90s. Yeah,
She had
she
Heartbreak
had like
Hotel.
that's when she was working with Dark Child.
Yeah, she had the Way to Excel song.
Yeah, yep, yep, yep.
Shoot, shoot with CC Winans. Uh, no, that wasn't the one with CC Winans. Was it?
Was it Secret? Yeah, no, 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 no. Well, no, was it? I think it
Shoot,
was.
shoot. That was just her, was it? Maybe that was with
No,
CC.
that was. I think that was just her. I think the what was the Dang, I can't even remember the song with CC
I know
Winans.
the song she did with Mariah Carey was the one from yo, the Prince of Egypt soundtrack came out in the '90s. Yeah, Boys to
Seriously?
Men, Boys to Men, I will get there.
That's
Remember that?
crazy. You gonna
And
have
then
me
you
going
had
back.
they that song that they had, There Will Be Miracles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Whitney and
Oh,
Mariah.
yeah. Oh my God, you better have me going back in my dang on playlist. Jesus.
Yeah, bro.
Yo,
That was Tyrese came out in the '90s. Sweet
that
Lady.
man, Sweet Lady. That was the song that made me want to even sing. That's the song that I used to help me learn runs. That,
Erica Badu.
oh
Erica
my
Badu was in the '90s. We
Tyrese,
got a lot. It was a lot of people, bro. Aaliyah,
Aaliyah. Oh, rest in peace,
1 in a million.
bro. It's hard,
You're
bro. It's
one
hard.
in a million. It goes on and on. Yeah,
It's
bro.
hard.
It was a lot of them. It was a lot of them. Yeah, bro. Let's chill. That's
Man,
my guy.
Jesus.
That made me think about there's somebody was singing this joint that let me wrap you in
Yeah,
your warm embrace.
yeah.
They sampled it. And I was like, where did that sample come from? It was from Let's Chill.
From that
And I
shit.
was like, oh,
That's
okay.
fire. That's a lot of
Uh
people.
yeah, people just sampling lines. Like it's not
Yeah,
even the main hook. They just sample the lines. I was like,
lines.
that's
I might have
yeah.
to do that.
But yeah, man, before we wrap up this interview though, I have one important question. I want to turn this back into the writing part. Definitely had fun with you, bro. Appreciate you coming through for real.
Thank,
For
thank
real,
you.
man. For you as a creative, as a writer, um, as a rapper, what do you feel are yes, what do you feel is the role of the black creator, the black creative, whether that's painting, writing music, writing poems, performing music, uh, painting, drawing, all that stuff. What is the role of the black creator in today's time in 2026?
Um, I feel like the role of the black creator. It I feel like it doesn't really change. Um, I feel like it's the same role, and it's to push the culture forward. Each generation, um, our generation, the generation before us, did things to help us get to where we are now, and we are the generation that's helping to push the next generation forward. And we are the culture. You know what I'm saying? Without the black creators, there would be even in advertisements, you wouldn't hear things like "I put that ish on everything." You know what I'm saying? Uh, what's his name? Pusha T came up with "I'm loving it" for McDonald's. It's just things like that. Us Without us, there would be no culture, and there would be no creatives or any ideas for other creators to come up with, because the we are pushing the needle. We are the reason that it's getting going forward. So our role is to just keep that going, keep pushing the pushing where we are now and making it something even better for the next generation. That's what I feel like our goal is in our job as Black creatives. Not to stick in one, not to stay in one box. Like literally, uh, just taking chances on different things that other people or cultures don't do and making it ours, but then making it so good that everybody wants to do it. That's what hip hop was, period. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't big at first, you know what I'm saying? But we made it so big, some white people had to come in and say we can make money off of this. You know what I'm saying? And they then now we have record labels and stuff like that. But without us, it would be no culture. That's what I feel.
Yo, thank you so much, bro. That was dope. Appreciate your time,
Thank you.
everything, man. Make sure if y'all seeing us for the first time, Teaching Styles, bro. We do these interview series with different creators, and we're gonna keep this going as long as we can, man. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. We're gonna be
Can I shout out?
here.
I can shout out some people.
Absolutely, bro. Like,
Okay.
let's do that before we get up out of here, bro.
I
Any
want to,
shout outs you got?
and I charge my heart, charge my head, not my heart, if I forget anybody. But first and foremost, I want to shout out DBL, Down by Law Group. That's Black Chakra, Lou Abel, D Skills, Mike Lapedia, Lyrical Leviathan, and my boy Prince, the young boy. My homeboy Rose out there. He's a battler as well. Um, from North Carolina, one of the first battlers that I actually helped. I took him under my wing, but he is dope. One of the dopest people. You can Google him on, YouTube him, his battles, Rose versus also Rex Ruga. Um, Shout out to him. He's somebody else that I have been around, has learned stuff from as well in battle rap. He actually has a battle coming up, I believe, in New York somewhere. You can just look him up, and it's REXX. He got two X's in his name. Y1. Shout out to my boy Y1. I'm actually wearing one of his joints right now. His merch.
Hey,
That's my boy. Shout out. I rap a lot. He's also a battle rapper. That's my boy. 95 Kai. Boop from the North. That's my cousin. But he do a lot of entertainment. He do a lot of he put a lot of things together for people. Real heavy in like the Baltimore dance scene and all of that. Ivy, one of the best singers in Baltimore. I don't care what nobody say, and I'm biased. I don't care because that's my sister. Cubase, that's my boy, my producer, my beat maker, Blizzy, Perp. All like we all like that's my conglomerate of folks. You got and Chili Mad. I fucks with Chili Mad, man. So if I forgot anybody, you know what I mean. Like I said, charge my head, not my heart. I love all y'all. Shout out JJ as well for even putting this together. Um, it's dope, bro. It's dope.
yo, I appreciate that, bro.
Thank
Yo,
you.
definitely check out some of those people that you just named, bro. I can vouch for most of them.
Yeah.
Definitely check them out, bro. Baltimore scene for sure. Yeah, man. Listen again. Make sure y'all tune in next time. We gonna have some other dope creators coming through. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you again, bro.
Until next time, yo. Holla at y'all. Peace.